Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and my first sort of study with me vlog. Just wanted to start with a quick tour of my desk as some of you were curious from previous videos. It's fairly simple as you can see, but I think that helps me most with productivity. Now the thing here is a really useful laptop stand and means when I want a bigger screen I can just rest my laptop here whilst I use the monitor, and this also increases the workspace I have, so I would highly recommend it. I also have this really nice cheap ass scented candle which also helps me to get into the mood to do work. The first thing on my to-do list was to go over a peer-assessed learning session on an abdominal exam. As you can see, I had handwritten notes from the session on my iPad and had made some notes on it briefly before the actual session on Microsoft Word on my computer, so I transferred the notes I had made in the session into the Word document to make some sort of master file which would have everything I needed come exam season in one clean document. Next, I briefly went over some of the examinations I learned during the week, so for example cardiovascular, respiratory, abdominal and so on. So these are things which doctors do when they see patients, so to put it bluntly we have to practice it like a role play, and that means I have to zone off, imagine I'm talking to someone and remember all the points in the document that I just made. I know it looks really weird from an onlooker's perspective, but it's just one of those things which we have to practice in role per se. So after that very brief but enlightening break, I went over some flashcards I made on the introductory lecture we had on blood gases, as things like oxygen and carbon dioxide concentrations can both influence blood pH. Thankfully this is stuff that I learned in first year, so it didn't take too long to get familiar with, but blood pH imbalances can make someone really ill, so it's really important that you know what causes it and how to treat it. So next I received a parcel which was indeed my stethoscope. So yes, I am now officially a qualified big man. I'm gonna flex this bad boy so badly, but yeah, I engraved it as well, which was quite nice. So the next thing I had on my to-do list was to try and pre-read into my first rotation, which is to do with kidneys. So I first had a brisk read over these flashcards so that I would have a brief overview of some of the major kidney pathologies. I think the biggest difference between clinical years, so year 4 to 6 of medicine compared to 1 to 3, is obviously we're actually being put into the clinical world. So just going to try and pre-read before I go on to the ward rounds in hospitals for renal patients next week. Yeah, because we've only got 2 weeks on the renal rotation, and I don't think learning on the ward is a viable idea. Say I'm presented to a patient and the doctor's explaining all of this with medical jargon which I have never come across before, then that's just a waste of 2 weeks. I'd much rather pre-read right now. Yes, probably won't understand anything, but at least if I listen to it and hear it again, then I might be able to put it into context and it will make much more sense to me. So I'm going to just try and make notes and understand everything. I know I'm not going to get very far, but it's better than nothing, and hopefully the consultants can explain to me in greater depth what different things are. So that's the plan for now. Right, okay, so I have put everything on hold because I feel like I'm just rewriting out the whole textbook, which I think, you know, going off 3 years experience just doesn't really work. It's I don't know, I feel like writing notes it's a bad way of trying to learn things, because I feel like you're lulled into this false sense of security in that, oh, you think you're doing something productive, when in fact you're just copying and pasting and just typing, and it's just not productive. And at the end of the day, there's 4 pages of dense text in that book just for that one condition, and I don't think rewriting that is any good use of my time. Oh, what do I do? How do I revise? It's that whole dilemma all over again. I don't know. I don't know if I should just try and condense what's in the book to something more concise, because genuinely, like, this is just all on one condition. All of this is just on one condition, and it's sort of, am I going to learn everything in that much detail? I genuinely don't know what to do. Either way, writing the notes is, I think it's just a waste of time. I think I might just go over everything, have a brief read, and then, you know, try and highlight and annotate important bits and add to stuff in the book. So I think that's a much better way for now. Obviously it might change, but I am so lost right now. So after annotating and making notes on the topic, I exported the notes to my Mac and saved this so I had it on the go to view on my computer. As mentioned earlier, I don't know if this is going to be my final method of note taking, but for now I think it's good enough. So I topped the morning off by eating a somewhat mouldy banana. How else would I end the video, I guess? So if you did enjoy, please give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do so to be kept updated, and I will see you in the next video.